Welcome to B2B with Randy and Craig, where we speak to local entrepreneurs and learn about their journey. Welcome to B2B, where we discuss the rise, the fall,
and the cake in the...
No. I tell you every week, a family show. We're not talking about that. I'm Randy from Egress Pros, and I'm here with my main man, Craig, from That's a Wrap.
The undisputed cinematography champion is here.
There you go. And today, we have a special guest, the Cake Don, the big man on campus. Everybody wants to know about you. So we're excited to have you here. First question I got to ask.
Why
cakes?
Cake found me by accident. I was working in a office job for 18 years. Graffiti kid, artist from the city. And just by one freak phone call, somebody asked me, help him with a cake. Because I'm an artist. No, nothing. I'm an artist. So I paint, sculpt. She called me and she said, I know how artistic you are. Can you help me with this cake? And I said, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't.
I never watched any of the cake shows. Right. She goes, you'll be good at it. So she brought the stuff over to my house.
The stuff being
fondant, cake, whatever we needed to decorate. She brought it to my house. It was a King Tut cake.
What year is this?
This is 2010.
2010. Okay.
Yeah, I have no aspirations to be in the food, cake, nothing.
You're an office.
But I was a frustrated artist who could never make a living as an artist.
Right.
And
by the way, he does some outrageous art on furniture. We'll get into that later. I'm sorry. I just
no worries. Yeah. So we made this King Tut cake. I took a picture of it.
King Tut.
It came out great, right? I couldn't believe how easy it was. I took a picture of it. That's March 5th, 2010. I don't do anything with the picture.
You just have it in your phone?
It's in my phone. 5 days later, for whatever reason, I don't even know why, I posted it on Facebook and I wrote, check out this cake I made. And I saw that I would post my paintings, my whatever.
No hashtag, no nothing, right?
Just wrote, check out this cake I made with just wanted people to see what I did.
And did you have a big following at that point? You were just
I had maybe a couple of hundred friends on regular Facebook page.
Right.
Christmas pictures, vacation, whatever. 90 seconds after I posted it, my name is Don. My friend writes, the kid I grew up with in the city, he writes, you're the Cake Don.
Bingo.
And I wish bingo. I wish like light bulb. It was just like I wrote ha ha ha, whatever. And people started inboxing me for cakes.
Just like that, just from this one post.
People started inboxing me. And
what was the flavor of the cake? Was it vanilla?
I don't even remember, man.
I had to ask. Sorry.
It's Tut. It was King Tut. But I started getting inquiries about cakes. And I live in Northport. And I started to make cakes out of my house.
That's incredible.
With my friend Meredith, yeah.
So it was 2010. 5 days later, like you said.
Yeah, about 1 year later, I decide I'm got to go all in, man.
And you jumped. Well, how old were you?
I was 42.
42. That's, you know what? That takes a lot of...
Two young girls, Northport. The machine is going, 5 weeks vacation, 401k, 745 IL, this, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were all in.
Yeah, I went to zero. I went to no job.
Right.
And
you jumped in. You didn't keep this part-time. You said, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
I did it full-time, which meant, I don't know what that meant. I had no plan.
Yeah, you just knew this.
I had no plan. So I figured I got to learn the bakery business. I don't even know.
Well, if you're going into the baking business, that's usually something that...
Well, here's the problem. Now I'm a cake guy who knows nothing about the bakery business. So I go to Mario's Bakery in Oceanside, and I meet with the owner. And I tell him, listen, I have no experience. This is what I make these cakes. He said, how much you looking for a week?
Oh, you were coming in for a job.
Yeah,
so
I wanted a job. I want back of the house. I want to learn. He gave me a job, and I'll be forever grateful to him. Pat, Mario's Bakery, gave me a job, and I stayed with him for 3 years.
Wow.
And every day thinking to myself, what the hell fuck am I doing? Like, I'd be driving home. I remember the day I went to BMW Freeport with my BMW, and I drove in and I said, now bills,
Yeah,
the
now
money's
everything's back
running
up.
out,
Right.
and I go, this car's paid for. I need the cheapest Mini Cooper you have, and as much cash as you can give me
for this.
Yeah, and he gave me. I got the cheapest Mini Cooper, and that Mini Cooper drove home from that bakery in Oceanside. We would talk to each other, and I was, you're questioning.
Yeah, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Now I'm 3 years in now.
Right.
Now it's not popping off. Like it's
getting a little momentum.
slow. And one night I was driving home, and a casting agent from TLC called me.
And they just
They followed me on Facebook, Instagram. They
Right.
were like, "We like your vibe. You're not the usual cake guy. Would you be interested in being on with Buddy Valastro for season 4?"
Wow.
So now I'm 3 years in.
Right.
No, I got no right being on the show. Like
Right.
I'm so green. I go film a season with Buddy.
A season.
Yeah, 10 hour a week, 10 episodes. Like
What was that like?
it was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing.
Was it better than this?
If you could get on a show, if you could get on some wrestling reality show, you should probably get on it, man. It will.
Yeah, you should get on
It
that.
will
Should.
be.
Maybe get
It will be.
butt kicked.
Hey, yo.
So I filmed with Buddy. We filmed the finale in Vegas at the Venetian. We filmed the last episode, and one of the producers said to me, "If you go back to work for somebody, before this airs,
Right.
you're crazy. You should open your own shop." And now I'm
Because he
thinking,
saw the quality work you do.
no,
and-
he just knew you're going to have an hour a week on TLC.
Oh, you're gonna pop.
You're
It's
gonna get-
advertisement.
yeah.
You can't pay. Like
Yeah,
you
you're gonna
can't-
pop.
You can't pay for that.
Right.
And I go, I can't. I don't have 5 cents. Like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep. The
Above the water.
water's like this,
Right.
man. I got 2 kids.
Every once in a while, you're going on.
House in Northport.
I know. I've been
Yeah.
there.
So
By the way, you said you had 2 girls. Two girls is not 2 kids. It's 4.
yeah,
I have 3 girls, so that's really
Yeah.
6. I understand.
I get it,
6
like
kids.
dog years.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
so I opened my own shop.
Where's your shop?
My old shop, the first shop was in Carl Place, right by Roosevelt Field Mall.
You know, I grew up in Carl Place. I'm a fraud.
I know, man.
Right, just tell
We
me.
had this
I
conversation.
just like saying it again. These
Yeah.
people don't know.
No.
And I was my only employee for 18. I was there 18 months. Me, phone, email,
Cook,
fill the
baking.
cake, ice the cake, decorate the cake, customer service. 18 months I was by myself, and that rush of people that we thought was going to happen, it didn't. It didn't happen.
What was the first cake? I got to ask. The first cake ordered out of that shop. Do you remember?
Yes, it was a wedding cake.
Got it.
Out of the
Okay.
shop.
So Randy's known for being with Egress Pros and their motto being, "We have big windows."
Right.
And
Gigantic windows.
yeah, stop staring at his windows. He's very self-conscious.
And he looks at me.
And me, I'm known as the undisputed cinematography champion of the world. Does the Cake Don, do you guys have a motto, a saying that you guys are known for?
No, I don't have any. I'm not. I have no motto.
What's the motto with you?
I have no motto. I have no time to make a
cakes speak for
motto.
themselves.
Yeah, man. Here's the deal on Long Island, man. I'm competing with. I came into an industry where Dortoni, Butter Cookie, Francesco's, these cats have been doing this for 40, 50 years, man. Lello, the father at Dortoni, that guy started Dortoni 50 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Yeah.
These guys have been.
Well, they're Long Island staples.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to now come along and find a niche. And
So being on the outside looking in,
Yeah.
I don't think you realize the goodwill you have in your brand because you're in it.
Yes.
As a consumer, you've accomplished.
I
what it took them
appreciate
50
that.
Years.
I
That's
appreciate
fact.
that, man. I
Yes.
appreciate it. And it's all just, it was, listen, it's customer service. It's take care of the customer on Long Island, man. It's make them feel, I have 3 stores I go into that are doing it right. The Apple store is like,
Phenomenal.
Beyond.
it's an experience.
They're a
man.
Right.
league in themselves.
You leave the
I-
Apple store. So the Apple store, Trader Joe's, you never leave Trader Joe's walking, like,
Lost.
the help they give you there, and
Right.
Starbucks. These 3 stores, that's why they are what they are,
And you're
man.
trying to model an experience.
I just want the customer to feel taken care of, even when we fuck the cake.
Right.
Right,
We're
right.
gonna beep that out, by the
Right,
way.
yeah. So now you said
We're
you had-
beeping it out. What are we on? Where is this going?
Oh, it's going. It's
No,
going.
yeah, it's going.
But
You're
you're,
gonna be WB.
but you're beeping it. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be.
We
Wait
got to
till you see
beep
where
it
this
out.
is
Got it.
going.
But
So-
listen, so if you take
Where's
care
this
of the
going?
customer, all your cute fucking slogans and all these stings, and you could put a grass wall with a neon sign.
Doesn't mean anything.
Take a selfie with your hash. It's dog shit.
Right.
It really is all
Right.
dog shit.
It's the quality of what you produce.
Is your place clean? Did you take care of the customer? They feel taken care of, even in a bad experience. Did you make the phone? Did you hide in the back when you're hearing the complaint? Or you come out and you go,
You face the
I
music.
apologize. Can I make it up to you on this one? Can I make it up to you on the
Yeah,
next one?
it's like the last episode. You said that it's not the business is not just about look, mistakes happen.
Well,
right?
what I said was, when we walk into a house, people say you're going to do a good job when you put an egress window in. Yeah, we put in a ton of egress windows. But if we make a mistake, don't judge me by the mistake.
Yeah.
Judge me by how I fix the
it.
mistake. We stand behind what we do like you do.
It's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen, and you got to take care of people. And
No matter what.
that story that they're at that dinner at, they're sitting at Hendrix, and they go to their friend. You know what? We got a cake, and this was, and he fixed, and he made up for it.
Right.
That's
Right.
even more powerful than
And
just
everything was perfect.
They show him a cake. They tell you this guy's the real deal, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Made it right, took care of it, and I just know what feels good for me as a consumer.
I love it.
I try to push it to my consumers. It's too much competition, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to stay in people's faces. You got to take care of them. They got to feel heard. And
What's the expression? A good experience, they don't talk about. A bad experience,
Good
everybody
news
knows.
travels fast.
Yeah.
Bad news travels faster.
Well, here's the problem too with social media and Yelp. They use it as a bullet in their whole.
I know,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
know.
but that's it's
They
all-
threaten you
They
with
threaten.
it now.
Right.
They
Now-
say the customer says, "Listen, I'm not that person, but."
You know that Yahoo's available.
I go, all right. I mean,
Right.
what can I do? Just tell me what I can do for you.
Right.
So let me ask you something, because we're talking about negative, but we know more positive
Yeah,
than negative.
right.
High profile. I was looking on Facebook. I saw you did something for Jennifer Lopez. I saw you did for the Mets, by the way.
Let's go Mets.
Let's
Shout
go
out Mets.
Mets. Let's go Mets. But I saw you also did, I think, something Darryl Strawberry or Doc.
Yeah,
So
so-
tell us about that.
So there's a group of people in this industry on Long Island when they say to their client, I need this custom cake. There's not a lot of people doing real.
Like you're doing.
We found a lane here on Long Island. If you want sheet cake, cannoli, I'm not that
you.
guy. I'm not
but
that
if
guy.
I want a nostalgia cake that brings me back to Monopoly, Trouble, the Game of Life, he has a cake he just did. It's all these board games stacked.
Oh, wow.
And then I think it says Happy Birthday on the Scrabble
on the
pieces.
Scrabble pieces, but
Incredible.
You don't even want to eat it.
No, it's like an
wanna
artwork.
play it?
You don't want to cut into
well,
it, right?
you paid for, you better eat it.
You can't play for it.
Yeah.
So you brought up something before I wanted to kind of touch on. You said that you have two daughters, right?
2 girls.
Now I don't know what are their ages.
26, 22.
Are your children involved in your business at all? And if so, how do you juggle being the cake don
Right.
and being a dad?
So here's the difference.
The cake dad.
Well, my oldest daughter is my manager at the shop. She's running the shop for me. She left for a couple of years, tried to make it work in Florida. She had a job down there.
Doesn't work for a lot of people in Florida.
She came back to New York. She's running the shop for me. And my youngest just graduated Boston Conservatory at Berkeley. So,
Nice.
yeah, so we have a little artistic energy running through the family. But my biggest
He's
one,
being modest. It's not a little.
No.
my big one's at the shop every day. She's running the show. Why I can come here and hang out and
Love
do
it.
stuff like this. And there's a tradition, like a bakery. When you walk in a shop, get a cake. It's usually like a family. It's usually like a family.
For a big
energy.
event, you mean? If I'm going for a wedding or
It's just like a
birthday.
family vibe. It
Right,
fits. Me
right.
and my daughter there. It fits the energy of the shop, and how grateful I am that she decided to come back.
And I love it because if you're a customer walking in there, you have a man's perspective, you have a female's perspective, so
Right.
you can get the right
Yeah.
Collaborative.
collaboration.
Right.
Exactly.
We'll figure it out between the two of us. We'll figure
Sure.
it out for
Right.
you. And there's just a thing that a 26-year-old knows that I'm never gonna know.
Right.
So
Right.
there was this thing on TikTok and Instagram where people were writing an initial on anything, and it would say this initial owes you a pizza, and the guy would write an initial in like the sauce.
Right.
This person owes you a car.
Like you would never know this.
And my daughter, no, I would see it, but my daughter says, you got to do that on a cupcake.
Nice.
You got to do it on, and I go, it's ridiculous. No,
She goes, no,
But
it's hot.
that's-
she goes, you got to make the video. So we make the video, we put the letter J, and if you go to the video now on my Instagram, it's almost 6 million views.
That's
For a
crazy.
J.
It's me, it's writing J on a cupcake.
But
And that's it.
she knows what's hot, and she's plugged in.
Right.
Listen, and that's 6 million.
It's crazy.
That's 6 million views. I did a divorce cake, right?
I saw that.
I wasn't even gonna take a video. Like it was cute. I did the divorce cake. I took a video of it. I put it up. I woke up the next morning. The Shade Room had shared it. NBC had shared it. It was everywhere.
Wow.
It's at 16 million views now on my
Wow.
page.
Wow.
Never a paid a boost.
Nothing, just
not
natural.
5 cents. It's at 16 million views.
Here's a guy.
Organic.
He has a passion, right? He's working for the man, and I'm going to say you would never go back to that. I bet.
No,
never
no,
go back to the
no,
grind.
never.
He's working for the man. He's out there. Has the opportunity to pursue a passion, which is awesome. But you said something in the beginning about being an artist and then working with stuff like almond paste and marzipan. How difficult is that trend to go from paint or spray paint to ingredients?
Yeah.
I
and
was
if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Cake Don right now, right here. Go for
Yes,
it.
sir.
The Cake Don.
I was sculpting my whole life. I was using clay, starting with Play-Doh as a kid.
Right. I used to like eating the Play-Doh.
It's almost, if that explains a
That
lot.
explains
now you know. Now it all makes sense.
That's a lot. It's almost the same. Clay and fondant, it's almost the same
Deal.
thing. It's
Right.
almost
Right.
the same deal. It's just me. It took me that long to find a medium in art to make it work,
So
man.
awesome, man.
My path took, I went.
Your journey with,
It was 42 years. I
That's
went that
awesome.
way.
Right.
I went the long way. Some people get it.
some people never get it.
Right.
Well, some people are not cut out for it. Some people are not cut out for this
For entrepreneurship.
entrepreneurial.
Yeah,
Not
well,
at
it's
all.
a whole different.
This is not for everybody, man.
Yeah.
You don't, the nights with the panic attacks and the anxiety.
payroll, making payroll.
Yeah, it's a wild life, man. It's
is.
a wild life. But some people, that's their thing, man.
some
They
people
thrive.
flourish in it.
Yeah.
They thrive off
They
of
thrive.
that.
A lot of people message me and they go, I see this following on Facebook, Instagram. Who do you use? I
use
go,
my hands.
I go, it's just me. I run my own.
Yeah.
I run all
Right.
my. So every post I write, every word I do it myself.
You're
They go,
completely self-made.
Self-made.
Yeah, it's a sickness. Yeah, it's a wild.
It's not a sickness. It's a
No,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
it's a drive. So go back. How long have you been in doing this?
Since 2010.
Okay, so go back to 2010, your first day
Right.
officially doing it. Give yourself one sentence, a piece of advice to get to where you are now. What would that be?
I've been giving myself the same advice, and as I got older.
curse.
As I get older now, and I do it regularly now, man. I'm much more graceful with myself than I used to be. I'm much more forgiving for myself. I see my kids now as adults, and I think back to, flipping tables over, throwing bikes, and just losing my temper, coming home, breaking a board, whatever. Just this heat that I ran out of temperature.
And you didn't want to be. That's not who you wanted to be.
I was not that guy, but
Right.
the pressure, listen, Long Island is a beast, man.
Oh, yeah.
Long
I
Island's a
know.
beast. And
know.
I run at a cooler temperature now. I try and keep my thermostat. And it's just from stuff happening over and over again. You can keep your hands steady now. I try to tell myself.
Doing what you love to do every single time you make someone a cake as an artist, the sense of accomplishment and to see their face when you bring that cake in that dream must be.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not there when they bring the cake
All right,
out.
well,
at the
then your
wedding.
daughter. When
Right.
the cake
No,
comes out-
nobody. We're long gone, man.
You're long gone.
Yeah, we're long gone when the
so
cake
I
comes
have
out.
here. I have
Go
here
ahead.
Oh, yeah.
some retail packs, I guess.
I'm very
of the
excited
cupcakes.
about this.
All right. So this is a retail pack.
Yeah.
Is this available at your store? Is
Yeah.
it available at other retail?
DoorDash, at the shop. You come in. We have over 30 flavors every day. You can mix and match whatever you want.
And then no calories, right? You could eat
Zero calories, no sugar.
Nothing. You're never going to put in...
No gluten, no soy, no dairy, no egg. It's just
all flavor.
Oxygen.
Usually when someone starts saying like no this, no that, it usually generally means like no flavor. And I'm going to throw this out there.
We're not the shop for them.
I'm actually, my wife likes to say I'm a food snob.
Okay.
But I like to consider myself flavor profile passionate.
All right, well, here we go. You're on the spot
Right,
now.
well,
You're a food... He said he was a food snob. We're going to ask him what the best pizza on Long Island is.
Oh, I want to hear. What is it?
What's the best pizza on Long Island?
I know what I'm going to say.
You better not give me some bullshit fucking answer right now. What's the best
beat that
pizza
out,
on
too.
Long Island?
I really, and I'm not going to say this answer because I've
Don't
worked
give an
with them.
amateur answer, man.
No, I love Pietro's of East Meadow.
Okay.
That sesame crust.
But is that because that's where you're from? Is that your cousin's pizza place?
No, I'm not related. It's the sauce.
Right.
That
Did you grow up there?
No. I moved to Levittown.
Gotcha.
But that sauce, man, and there's multiple stars. It's the crust. It's the cook underneath. It's not too cheesy. Doesn't drip.
This is how people react about your cakes.
He runs their social media.
He's involved in their social media.
Give me vanilla. Give me vanilla. I want a vanilla one, just like my personality.
Listen, I'm going to tell. There's no vanilla. There's no vanilla.
Give me this one.
That's s'mores, I bet.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say a Little Vincent's in Huntington.
You like the cold slice? With the cold cheese?
Cold cheese on? Of course I like the cold cheese. I like it late at night when I'm leaving the Paramount.
I got it.
Listening early. All right. So we're here with the Cake Don. These cakes are available DoorDash, at the store, online, I guess. I'm asking.
No,
not online.
DoorDash, and you walk in. You could call. We deliver everywhere. Nassau, Suffolk. Call the shop. We deliver everywhere.
How do we get a hold of you?
Instagram, Facebook, The Cake Don. Give us a call. 605 West Jericho, Huntington. Swing by. We sell artwork.
What's your phone number?
We sell cake. You have my phone number.
No, but for the people.
The shop phone number is 631-377-5477. You need a cake, 12 people, 120 people, whatever. Whatever you need it to look like.
I'll say to you, I'm going to say something. If you want a cake that's going to blow people away, that they're not going to forget, this is the man.
This is just a cupcake. This is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I'm making a mess over here. I'm making a mess over here on myself.
Sorry about him. First and foremost, thank you so much for coming on.
Guys.
I'm going to ask you what I ask everybody. Give us one word to give us a feeling for how you would grade the interview that you did with us today. Yeah.
Oh,
the best ever?
That's not a one word, my friend.
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
Testing you.
The one word for this interview today was stimulating.
All right, we'll take it. It's more than my wife says, so we'll take it. With that being said, thank you again. We'll look online for some videos. You'll see Don's shop and so forth. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to B2B with Randy and Craig. Looking forward to hanging with you next week.